Hey guys, this is Andrew Lewis here again with GL Rustic Design, and today we're going to be building just a simple drawer that you can use in any kind of. Here I'm building a kitchen island, and as you can see, so the first step is for if you don't have the two side walls that you need, you have to make some that's even with the opening of where the drawer's gonna come out. So here you said I used just some 1x4s, and I cut two pocket holes in each end, just so I could attach that to the front wall and to the front and the back wall, and just so I can make my drawers even. And as you can see, I was measuring to make sure I had the equal distance between the front and the back, just so the drawer had enough room to slide and didn't get caught. And then so here I'm getting ready to put on the drawer slides. I marked it was an inch from the top, 2 inches from the top, just so I could put the slides in. And then once you have to pull the face of the slide off on the back of. Once you extend the actual slide, it has a little black lever that you pull it, and then the two slide pieces come apart. So here I'm just lining it up, and then I'll clamp it down, and I'll put two. So there's adjustments for the slides. You have a set in the beginning, a set in the middle, and a set at the end for it to go up and down, for it to go front and back, and then for it to just be exactly where it's at. So here I'm going to put the screws that came with the slides. Put one in the front, put one in the back, and then we'll do the same thing for the other side. But like I was saying in the beginning, you can put a drawer in any kind of underneath the table, office desk. Like I said, here this will be a kitchen island. I just felt like the video would have been too lengthy to do the whole actual island. So down the road I might come back and do that. So like I said, so here I'm clamping on the other side, and then what I'll do after this is so I know that the slides are 16 inches, so your drawer really can't be any shorter than that. I guess it could, but I guess it depends on how long you want the drawer. It's only going to come out 16 inches. So what I do is I took a piece of shelf board, which is a 1x12 board, and I cut that at 16 inches, and then I basically cut it in half because I know the opening of my drawer. The drawer comes in and out is going to be 6 inches. So if I cut that shelf board in half, it's going to be about 5.5 inches. So it gives me a little wiggle room for the door to come out. And then I will attach the back of the slides to that. So here I had already cut those two pieces. They're approximately 5.5 inches. You just want to obviously have to cut it shorter than what your drawer face is. And then so I had put the slide back together, sat the piece in there, and then see how far it needed to be. I think it was, I don't know, maybe 2 inches, 2.5 inches, and then you pretty much just put two little marks on a piece this small. It's hard to use like the Craig slide, so I just put two little marks, just make sure the slide stays even itself, and then I attach two screws, one on the front, one on the back. You can put three if you know you're going to put heavier objects, or if it's a bigger drawer. And then you just simply slide that back in, and then you have your two sides done. And then so for the bottom, I usually build the drawer while it's in the piece. So here I cut two pocket holes on each side. On that piece of board, I just measured the distance that I needed, just so I could get it perfect. And then so pretty much what I'll do is I'll pull one of the sides out, and then come from the bottom, and I'll tack the two pocket holes in the side, just so you're not seeing any kind of pocket holes from the top or when you pour the drawer out. And so That is also a piece of shelf board. This whole drawer will be built out of shelf board. I just cut it up with my miter saw slash table saw. Um, so like I said, so I just cut that piece. It had to be 16 inches long, and then whatever the width is that you measure. And then I just took the two pocket holes, one on two on one side, two on the other side, and then I just tacked those up. And then when we get to the back, it's going to be the same concept. I'll measure side to side again, and then however tall it needs to be. So in this case, I think it was 4.5, 4 3/8, 4.5 inches tall that it needed to be. Then I'll cut 3 pocket holes, as you can see in the back of that, and I put the pocket holes toward the face because I know that this drawer will have a face on it, so you won't have to worry with that. So put one in each side, put one in the bottom, just to get the drawer nice and sturdy. Do the same thing with the back. So there's 3 pocket holes, one in the bottom, one in each side, just to make the drawer nice and square, and so it's not putting any pressure or taking any pressure off of the actual slides. And then when I get done with this, so I will I'll do the face, and the face will be on the outside. I've done the face where the whole drawer sunk in and it was kind of flush with it, but here we're doing the face. It's on the outside. Once again, took another piece of shelf board and measured it half an inch in each length and width, tallness, and from side to side, just so I had a little overhang. And here I'm just lining it up, and then on the back side of, or on the back side of the front of the drawer, I just took 2 1 inch, or sorry, 3/4 1 inch screw. I use the ones that takes a T25 bit, but I just tacked two screws into the back of that, and make sure everything's nice and even. Make sure I'm not 1/4 inch off or 3/8, whatever the case may be. And then I'm going to screw those down. And of course, if you ever want to put handles, you have to put handles on it before you do this step. But like I said, I just want to thank y'all. If you're watching, if you're not subscribed and like my page, please do. Thank you.